I'm only on like 4 on the guitar, so you can walk by and dial her back.
You want it live?
Sure. You can turn me down away. We're live, me in an empty chair.
I don't think I'm coming over either. That's what it is. We had been live earlier, but Pat messed up the...
What'd I do? Oh, I forgot to push play.
The same episode 3 times.
It was technologically challenged down here in the studio.
You know
we
what?
lost our man Joe.
You're live, but the backdrop's still up too soon.
I look better that way. I look better as like one of the VeggieTales characters with spiked hair. Oh! Look at that. Although Dan's guitar looks so much better on the picture. And you're back. You're back. I can't believe we lost Joe and we don't know how to get him back. Hey Joe. I haven't played his theme song though one day.
I don't. I'm so overwhelmed tonight. I don't know. It's been a rough day.
Well, it was your first day back to work for quite some time.
Yeah.
And then you had to rush home and...
At least there was no little teenagers running around.
Not yet, right?
Not yet. I wish. I shouldn't say it that way. I wish there were. So it's actually easier when the teenagers are there than it is when it's just you and a bunch of adults. I'm trying to pull up the comment section, so if there would be somebody join, we could see comments.
Just sad we lost. It was Brian. We didn't hear from our boy Brian.
Wife. My lovely wife. Says hello.
Do we have a... We've got, should be there. Dan Pratt, the proud owner of this, is sitting right over there.
Seriously would have, this would all be done typically if we weren't having such a crazy, yes.
I do say our live studio audience.
Did I just say that?
I think you did. Your inner
a
monologue.
crazy night down here.
Your inner monologue has been messed up by all the technical problems.
That's what happens when things live. Did I hear you tuning this guitar earlier?
I did tune it, but you won't know.
So, one of the things... I don't know. Nobody's here. Maybe somebody watching the rerun, so we're not going to make them wait forever. So, we said in the description, we're sharing some upcoming things.
Yeah. So,
one of the upcoming things we're going to be doing is tremolo pedal, which is what's been giving us such incredible trouble tonight for some reason. First, the autofocus wasn't on the camera. Then the second camera wasn't on. Then something wasn't going on right with the pedal board. Blah, blah, blah. Crazy. But, so, I will say now, Swindler Effects, Red Mountain, tremolo pedal. If anybody watched that episode we did on them, right?
Right.
We made a comment that, we pointed out that it was missing, you pointed out that it was missing bass. And there's a whole story that goes along with it. Anyway, shout out to Swindler Effects because awesome company. They fixed it up, hooked it up, got it back to us, and couldn't be happier. And so it'll be a whole episode on that.
Yeah.
Another upcoming episode.
I don't even know what to do.
All right, for those of you that know, I'm going to say 2 words to explain this next adventure. Tony Formica. Anybody knows Tony. This is a fine... Tony found this. Told me I have no idea what to do with it. If anybody knows what to do with it, you'll know what to do with it. Gave me this guitar. Check it out. Upcoming episode on this.
It's a good looking guitar.
Oh, man. It's good looking. Sounds beautiful. You notice anything? Does anybody notice anything?
Might not be close enough to see, but... What?
It looks goofy from afar. You can tell from afar.
I guess you can, but maybe not on the camera. But yeah, there's,
It's missing silver
Like if you're worried, people will look at you and go, oh, don't worry, don't fret. So apparently that day at the Ibanez factory, someone's like, oh, don't fret. And they mean, you don't mean put frets on the guitar. Yeah, this is...
We still have tremolo pedals
flashing
doing
away.
crazy stuff back there.
Good luck.
That's not even... I can't. You can't even, like, what do you...
Well, he texted me, and I was away on vacation. He texted me, said, hey, someone gave me a guitar, gave me a fretless guitar. I'm like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. Like, you could probably, like, do stuff that sounds like slide, maybe like a string. I picked it up. Well, and his friend Tony's like, you would know what to do with this. And I don't know what to do with it because the fret markers are where the normal fret markers would be. But you kind of have to play on the fret itself, which is to the left and right, respectively, of that marker.
It's really bizarre.
It's not even...
When you hit it, it sounds cool.
There's a coolness to it.
Oh,
but you gotta get... Like, if Randy Jackson were here, it'd be like, it's a little pitchy, dog. Like, even if you're playing with yourself, like, when you play by yourself... You don't think it would matter where you're slightly on or off, but you can't even... I couldn't even play a chord on there.
Oh, you can't play a chord.
Which is
absolutely
weird
can't play
to
a
me,
chord.
but I don't know. I played fretless basses before. I don't know.
Don't fret sounds great.
Jay Giles, what's up? Now that's someone we should bring over. That dude can do anything with anything, so maybe we'll have him come over as a guest. Here you go, pal.
Let Guy take it for a week and see what he comes up with.
This, like, we joked that somewhere back there is the MXR Blue Box. That was the most hilarious pedal ever. And we were going to do a little thing where we made everyone guested play through it, which we didn't make Dan do it tonight. But I think we should keep this around, and anyone who comes down here, be like, hey, you should try this. And then just, like, film it and...
have a little recording that they play along to.
Yeah, that they couldn't do if they had to.
It's a cool guitar. I mean, I like the thickness. It's actually a real hollow body. There's not a block.
Strange animal.
It's an Ibanez Hardcore. I actually sent Ibanez an email with a model and serial number. I'm like, can you tell me anything? Because you can't.
Oh, that's the one we forgot to put frets on. You should send that back.
You can't find anything on it anywhere.
Did you do any due diligence on the YouTube to find out if there's other people who've tried to... I don't want to push people to other channels, but I'm like, man, if we can figure out something...
I've looked for other... There's...
It would be like a unicorn.
Chris Delaporta, when I was in which telling him about it, pulled up, and his name escaped. It's a weird name, too. It's like a funny name. But... played in a band with Axl Rose. So, like, when Axl Rose was doing Guns N' Roses with nobody from Guns N' Roses, this guy was in that band, and he plays a fretless. And he pulled up a video of him playing a fretless. But it's like a high-end boutique. Mm-hmm. You know, so that's what I'm... You know, we were talking value. Okay, so what's the value of this? If you look this up brand new, it's not that expensive of a guitar. It's like $300-400 maybe. Does being fretless reduce the value? Because... Or does it give it, like, would you, on this episode of What the Heck Is That?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
like what do you said, on this episode of what do you do with that? So, anyway, this will be coming up where I think we're going to make each other try and play it.
I'm nervous already.
Which will be fun.
But we did play this, speaking of things that are not too costly. This, I believe, full retail currently would be about $189. According to my good friend Dan, who's off camera to the left here, he brought this over for us. This Tajima, correct? Wow, it only took 3 hours. Tajima. He got this at BCR Guitars or Music and Sound in Lemoyne during their anniversary sale. Walked out with this for about $100-ish. Had only thing he worked a little bit on the frets on the outside because some of them do stick out, and they don't stick out anymore. He did put some shielding under the pickguard down around the pickups because, you know, single coils are notoriously loud and react to different lighting and different things. And then he did have a bone nut installed. Other than that, completely original. We did a You Should Try This, which we plugged it in and went through some of the pickups. And then we did a Dare to Compare with the 99 American Strat hanging back there on the wall. And definitely held its own, slightly different animal. But definitely a great guitar because Beard bought a Tajima a few months ago. Mm-hmm. And thought, hey, I'm going to try this inexpensive guitar that's been all the rage on some of the message boards, and then I'm going to throw it on reverb and move on. And you never moved on. You kept it.
No, that's a keeper.
And then same thing happened with Firefly, which I don't know that we did.
Well, we're not at keeper status with that yet.
Right, but at least it was like, hey, I'm going to buy this and probably flip it, and then tried it. And we're like, yeah, we're flipping it. And I had a dollar in the game. I didn't. And then bought a new bridge, put it on, and it's getting better. And what we talk about, like we did this to hang out, and now we're hanging out with other friends over here. Uh-huh. And then we've used this whole, let's buy these inexpensive guitars to lure Chris Delaporta down to the beer game. We're making Chris Delaporta from VCR drive from Carlisle to
Chris Delaporta from Woodshed Guitar Works.
Yes. In beautiful downtown Carlisle to this undisclosed location. We have to spray him with the bat gas and come in through the gate that flips down with the bushes in front of it, and we're going to pick his brain and see what we can do. Yeah, I got Jason Geiling accepting the challenge.
Accepting the challenge. You'll make it happen, man. I'm down with that. We were hoping to record that one tonight because of all of our mistakes. We didn't, so maybe next Monday we'll record that, and then I will give. If Jason comes and plays, we'll use that as a lure to get him back. Maybe an extra week. Was he at once a month now?
He is, but maybe it'll be an off week of playing.
If you do twice a month this month, Jason, it's yours to try out. So what else is going on?
I feel bad that we lost our boy Joe because we were a little late getting started. Because Joe is a regular, and again we've discussed.
A regular, he was been once because we only done it like twice.
Yeah, but he was there both times.
He was there twice, yeah.
Because he's more of a heavier player, and but has hung through several of our broadcasts, and still talking about bringing that. What you got there?
Upcoming show?
Should I?
Sure.
You should. Well, I have to be careful what I say here.
I mean, we do the unboxings and quick looks. We'll do a sneak peek on the unboxing, I guess. So shout out. This would be a shout out to Brian Landreth, right?
Jeez, what's in these white boxes that we have? Like 30 of them over there.
Yeah. From Brian Landreth. Brian Landreth sent me an email last Love Pedals sale. Sent me a text. And he's like, dude, get the JTM. And it was only, it was on the low side of what, so, yeah.
Was it the 50 bones or slightly?
Yeah, it was 50. But I have no idea.
Marshall-esque?
Well, yeah, it would have to be.
With that, the JTM and this knob is definitely...
This knob, everything about it looks Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll find out. He said he uses at the end of his chain, always on.
Okay.
So he has it's kind of like uses as a boost. Just makes... on the left pedal thing, it said amp in the box. So they're kind of going for that, like, kind of Marshall in the box thing. I don't know. You shall find out what that does. It's a love pedal. It's got to be good, right?
Yeah, I had a shocking revelation today that I also may have ordered something during the same sale, and the package showed up on my door. My wife picked up the package and went, "Oh, love pedal." So I've ordered enough now that she understands what that is. But darn you, Sebastian Falvo, I think that's how we choose to pronounce his name. Maybe his last name's Tajima, I don't know. Falivo. He does most of the demos that we watch for Love Pedal, and I should just send him the bill every time because he makes them all sound great. But he tried out this Tiki Drive. Which, again, another kind of cool-looking pedal with, I don't know, some kind of tiki god. I've probably infested my house with evil spirits now, but I have the tiki. It's here now. I'm leaving it here at your house.
Yeah, thanks.
But it's an overdrive pedal. Shockingly enough, I pretty much only exclusively buy overdrives and delays. And he played it and didn't even really get into, like, I'm not even sure what it's modeled after, but I love it. And he went through some of the things, and Again, I always try to go on the cheap end of that sale, and so this was also just 50 bones, 56 to the front door. So we'll be trying this out at some point.
Yeah, and it's weird because it's tone, gain, volume, voice. It's a gain 2, gain 1, volume, voice. So like what?
It's like blending two different amps. I think you can turn one of the gains all the way down and one up, or any combination of the two. So it's almost like two separate
gain controls.
Yeah, and almost like he was implying. It's been a while since I watched the video. He was implying that it's like two different amps that you can blend together. But he's like, I can't even really tell you which amps it's modeled after. But those gain stages are.
And this is a Hermida audio,
right? Which we have to figure that whole thing out at some point because we always.
Well, there's.
It's a relationship between them.
Right, so Hermida Audio, they're the guys that did the original Zen Drive. They did the Zen Drive that Robin Ford uses. Everybody's trying to get the original one. The guy's still building them, which I don't... One of the things I never understand in the pedal world is, the original one sounds so good. It doesn't matter how many new versions somebody builds of their own pedal.
Right.
It will never sound as good as this one. This one's worth $700 and the new one's worth $50. I don't get it. I'm sure somebody can enlighten me on that. But I think what's happening is he's just... I've looked it up. I don't know that I totally understand. I think it sounds like he's still in it. I don't know if he's just selling his pedals through Love Pedal. If Love Pedal is building his circuits for him. I don't know.
I think we have to take a field trip to Michigan and find out what is going on.
There we go.
Rumored that we're trying to get a hold of someone with a corporate jet. You may know. I think they'll fly us out to Michigan. So those will be in an upcoming episode at some point. To add that to our collection of Love Pedal boxes.
Is there something else?
I don't know. I feel like... Well, it seems like there was a lot because we reshot something twice, which we rarely ever do. And
it looks like we might be reshooting it a third time. I mean, can we...
It was only the intro, right? No, it was the whole thing. Oh, neat. So we might have a blurry intro. And stick figures. Can you etch a sketch on the thing? Like you can just draw the pedal board? And
could I just set up the pedal board of the camera and listen to the video and just do it?
Sitting at your desk.
Sitting at my desk? I don't think it would work. The lights wouldn't be in sync and stuff.
I don't know.
So we might be shooting the tremolo pedal again next Monday.
Is that like the leave behind on a date, so I have to come back? Oh, it's blurry. We have to do it again. Honey, we were really going to slow down on this YouTube thing, but we got to shoot again.
And that's only the mistakes we know about so far. We might have to do... Oh my gosh, who knows?
Yeah, there's no way to edit some of that stuff out, for sure.
It's terrible. It is. It's harder than you think. But I don't think we're going to let this one run for... ever.
But I was very pleasantly surprised by the Tajima.
Yeah, man, that's really nice.
I don't know why, because the other one was great.
Yeah. If you are... I just can't imagine what it would be like to be a kid getting into this stuff today.
Right, yeah.
Because we've said from pedals like...
Kaleen, $20 overdrive pedals.
$20, $30 on Amazon, you can buy really nice overdrives, tremolos, delays. Mm-hmm. You could put together a really... And I'm sure I say nice, but people will be, well, they don't hold up, and the switches break, and it's that fake Chinese circuit board, and you know what? They sound good. And if you're a kid and you can spend $180 and get a really nice Strat, nice sounding Strat, nice feeling Strat, you can buy a couple pedals. Man, I just don't.
Yeah, for sure.
That's cool. All right, so that's what's coming up. Bizarre fretless guitar.
I like that. It's got a ring to it.
Bizarre fretless guitar, tremolo pedals, the Tajima Tajima?
Tajima.
Tajima?
Takajima. Gajila.
Strat style.
Yes, the S style guitar.
Some love pedals coming up, although the love pedals will be a ways off. I think we'll even see this week maybe another From the Woodshed episode with a Friedman BEOD overdrive pedal. We still have one, believe it or not, we still have one more episode with Brody talking about his amplifiers. Yep. So we've seen his electrics, we've seen his acoustics, we've seen the collector series. We haven't seen the amplifiers. Mike Morrison, there's another potential episode there of us talking to him about lessons in studio work. That doesn't have that incredible playing he did in the first.
He played the flute in the
He did play the flute
that he hand carved.
But I might have cut that out and save that as a nugget for later because that's cool. Mm-hmm. Too bad we couldn't get him to play the bagpipes.
He said he was rusty. I'm like, there's a bagpipes thing. I mean, how do you know if you don't play the bagpipes right anyway? It sounds like a sheep caught in a gate to start with. I mean, what? I would, we'll just hum Amazing Grace. I don't care.
Yeah. I think there's some other things. Hopefully, it works too. We've talked about some different places and people we need to see.
Yeah, summer came and went. We made a couple field trips, maybe not as many as we thought, but we got lots of ideas.
Yeah, things still happening. So thanks for tuning in now if you did, or later if you did, and if you do tune in, subscribe and
that's right. Tell a friend.
I think with that.
Yep, I think we're going to sign off again. Special thanks to Dan Pratt over here to my left for bringing this over and coming and hang out with us tonight. One more person that we lured down here.
Yeah,
he got some swag, right? We got a couple pics and some stickers, and he was the first one to get gifts on the spot. But
there you go.
So that's what you get for free. But I was glad to play this. It was fun.
I guess in order to end the live stream, I have to stand up and walk over.
You do.
Is that the problem?
Then I'll play you over there.